Hello there, welcome to your craft packs. I am going to show you today how to make the macrame hangers, and what you'll need for this is your string, and you will need 8 pieces of this string of the same length. So 8 single pieces of string the same length. Now it's always better to cut longer than what you need, because you can always cut off the excess rather than it being too short. And you are going to need some sort of planter, or container. I'm using a recycled jar, as you can see here. So it's just a jar that I'm going to use to put a tea light inside mine, but you can have it whether it's a recycled soup can, or you can have it where it is a saucer or a plant pot, or any sort of thing that you would like to put in it if you're wanting to grow things or whatever, but you'll be able to know that once we make the hanger. Okay, so I'm going to show you. I've cut mine about 1 metre long so that I've got plenty of excess. So what I'm going to do is we're going to grab this, and we're going to decide roughly, that's about 10 centimetres you're going to want at the bottom. And then what you're going to do is about 10 centimetres from the end, you're going to want to tie a knot with all the pieces of string. So just like this, tie a knot and pull it through so that you get a nice tight knot at the bottom, like so. Okay, now I'm going to show you here. I'm going to separate my string into twos so that you've got 2 there, and then you've got 2 there, you can see that, and then you're going to have 2 there and 2 at this side. Oops. Okay, so can you see that? It's going to have 2 pieces of string in each part. Okay, so about 5 centimetres along, what you're going to do here is you're going to tie these 2 here in a knot, like so. And just pull that along. So about 5 centimetres. Doesn't have to be exact. You can see that? It's there. And then we're going to do the same on this string. These 2, about 5. And we're going to tie the knot again. There. And just pull through. And what you're going to try to do is make sure that you have them roughly about the same. So if you've made it 5 centimetres at both, then it's going to end up 5 in all of them. Okay, so doing the same again on this string, just tying a knot here. It's up to yourself how you tie the knot. I just find that doing it this way is the easiest way to do it. The quickest way as well, rather than doing it like you're tying shoelaces. I prefer doing it this way. So that one's a wee bit slightly higher. So okay, and we're doing it again on this last one. And there we go. You can make this smaller. Make it, if you don't want the knot to be so far apart, you can also make it smaller than the 5 centimetres. It's entirely up to yourself how you do this, and you can do lots more knots than I do. I'm just going to show you quickly for the purpose of the video 2 knots on each side. So I'm going to show you what to do once you go from this stage to the next stage. Okay, so, and then from here you can separate out your string from the knot, and then I want 1 piece of string from this side and 1 piece of string from this side. And now I'm going to bring them together, and I'm going to knot them here so that it creates like a diamond shape. Can you see that? So I'm going to tie these 2 together. I'll show you. So it's a string from the first set and the second set. Okay. I'm getting tangled up. And again, I'm going 5 centimetres apart still. So what you'll see is, hold on, and there you go, you can see that now that's a diamond. See that? So you've got your 5 centimetres and then your knot, and then another 5 centimetres, and you're tying a knot from the second one and the first one together. Okay, and then this one here, your second one that isn't tied, you're going to tie to the third piece of string. So I'm going to pull it out and just tie roughly about 5 centimetres again, so we're bringing them together and we're creating that diamond shape again. So number 2 and number 3 tie together. Okay, and you can see that's another diamond shape again. And then I want number 3 and number 4 to come together. And we'll tie this here. And we'll just double knot that as well. You can make the knots as big or as small as you want, like I'm saying, and you can also put them much closer together than the 5 centimetres. I'm just going with the 5 centimetres just to show you quickly so that you get the gist of what it is that we're doing. Okay, just tie that like that, and then for this last piece I want you to bring piece number 4 and piece number 1 together and tie it in the same idea, the same knot. So you'll need to sort of bring it round a bit and it will get a wee bit messy and tangled up at this part. But number 1 ties to number 4, again about 5 centimetres away. You just tie them in that knot again. Oh, I'm getting all fingers and thumbs here. Right, there we go. I'm going to pull that together. And voila. Now, what you'll see, minus that end piece there, is that I have got what looks like a flower. You see that? You got like your, obviously we'll pretend, and that's like that. So, now if you want to keep continuing and doing some more, what you will do is repeat the same process where number 1 ties back to number 2 and number 2 ties back to number 3, number 3 to 4, 4 to 1, and you just keep continuing it round. It depends how big you are, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you me putting the jar into this. So I'm going to gather this all together, and you can see like what you've got is your knot here, then you've got 4 knots there, then you've got another 4 knots there, and then that's you're going up to the string. Okay, so I'm going to stop at the 2 knots just for the purpose of this video. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you me putting the jar in so that you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to gather all this string together at the top here. Okay, and I'm just going to hold it like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the jar and I will show you. I will put it in where the middle part goes in there, and then you pull it together, and there we go. And that'll be your center part, and then you can see, I'm not sure, can you see properly? Like, can you see? Just like that, and it holds it like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to finish off the end part, but you can see how it goes, and all the way around you can see the knots and the jar, just like that. Okie doke. So I'll show you how to finish off the end part. Let's sort that out. Okay, now like I said, you can do as many knots as you want. You can do more or less. It's entirely up to yourself how you do it. For the end part, you're going to want to gather your strings wherever you've decided that is enough. And like here, I'm going to do here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over itself to create like a hook, just like that, and then I'm going to tie it in a knot. And you see I've got lots of excess because of the fact that I made it bigger, remember? Just so that I made sure that I've definitely got enough, and I'm definitely happy with my design. But you can see, just turning it like that so it's like a wee knot, and pull tight so that's the hook. Can you see that? So that's your hook, and there's your jar. I'll put the jar back in to show you. What I'll do is I'll cut this off now because that's my excess. So now I've decided that that's me, I'm happy with that. So I'll just cut that off. Okay, so you don't need this part. So then it looks like that. Can you see that? And then there's your knots. Okay, so I'm going to put the jar back in now that it's fallen out because I was tying the knot. I'll put the jar in, and I'm not getting the jar in properly. Oh, it's because I'm all twisted, that's why. Okay. And you can see just the trick is to get that part in the middle. And there we go. There is your macrame hanger. And you can just hang it up. You know, you can put like a tin, or you can put a plant or anything else that you want in there, and that's how you do it. Like I said, you can make the knots smaller if you want, or you can make them bigger. Enjoy making it, and I hope you enjoy. Bye.